I went somewhere to preach many years ago. And when I finished ministering and left, a prophet came and prophesied to me. He didn't prophesy to me, he just called me a name. He called me Samuel. I said, I'm not Samuel. He said, but God said I should call you Samuel. Let me tell you something about Samuel. If Samuel does not come, David will not emerge. It's not possible. What David is doing at Adullam is what he learned at Naioth. Where useless men, people that don't have direction, no hope, people that people have looked down on. I say even people that are rebellious, like Saul came to Naioth, and the environment of Naioth is too strong that he bends you in. You know the story of Saul now. The Bible said when he came to Naioth, he began to prophesy, and he prophesied naked from morning till night, until people asked the question and said, is Saul also among the what? Prophets. That's Samuel. But even Samuel was moved because he saw Eliab. He came out with a big chest. You know what Samuel said? Surely this is the Lord's anointed. Thank God that that man heard God and didn't stop hearing God. You know the good thing, are you with me? Yes. Some people heard God before. They used to hear God, but they are no more hearing now. And the basis of their judgment today is what they heard. I hope you know God moves. God moves. And if God moves, even if he said this today, and he has moved, if you walk on what he told you 5 years ago as the basis of starting a ministry or doing something for him, you will be lost. Because when God calls a man, and for example, that man did not answer when God called him, and what God wants you to do is what needs to be handled now. Are you following me? What he will do is that he will call another person to do that assignment. Now you wake up 5 years later and say that, when I was on campus, God told me to do this. Let me start it now. I say that time has passed. God might have something for you to do, but not that thing he told you. So you will need him to speak again. It is when he has spoken one more time that he will be sure where he's standing. So when Samuel appeared, he saw Eliab and said, behold, the Lord's anointed. God spoke again from the heaven. And thank God, Eliab was living his life and obeying the secret demands of God and receiving instructions in the secret place. That before Samuel came. That means in the daily life of Eliab, unbeknownst to him, he is being tested. And as he was, are you following now? When he was tested, he was found on what? So God rejected him. There is a difference between I didn't choose him and I rejected him. That means to reject something means we have subjected it to test and it didn't pass, so we rejected it. It is not that we didn't choose it. If you say, if it is we didn't choose him, it means that it's favoritism. That we just look who amongst us. No. There is a particular kind of people. There is a particular kind of life. There is some things you give yourself to. Are you with me? Can I tell you something? Men don't choose mantles. Mantles choose men. Let me tell you what it means. Are you with me? If you see a man living like Elijah lived, even if he says his name is John the Baptist, Jesus came and said that this is that Elijah that is to come. But they asked John, is that not so? They asked John, who are you? Are you the Christ? Who are you? Or are you that prophet? John said, I'm just the voice of one. Meanwhile, according to Jesus, this is that Elijah. So even if John said that I'm not Elijah, there is a kind of life. When the spirit of Elijah fell on John, he began to eat the same thing that Elijah eats. Began to dress like him. Began to speak like him. Began to move like him. And they are thousands of years apart. Yet something fell on him. Are you following me now? Are you with me now? So that means if a man is looking for a mantle, what he does is to begin to live the kind of life that the man that wore it is living. Begin to test after the same thing he's testing after. Begin to live his kind of life. Begin to pray his kind of prayers. Begin to pursue his kind of pursuit. There is no need to say the mantle of this person, or, sometimes people go everywhere. they go, you can even go. I know there are mountains in Ghana. You say, the mantle is in your secret place. That's where to find it. Because nobody is seeing David. No eye was seeing him. In fact, he was in the backsides of the desert. He was training the sheep. He was forgotten. Because the letter asked, are you with me? The letter asked Jesse, bring another of your children, and he brought Shammah. Bring another. He kept bringing them. And God kept saying, I've rejected. That means you have been testing them, you didn't know. Yes, now. When God told you to fast 6 to 6, you shop the food. What you didn't know is that you were tested. That's when you are being tested. It's not on the stage. It's not in the open. There are people that when they now hold the mic, when they will say, Lord, defend your name, God will not defend any name. Instead of God to abandon his precepts and patterns, it is better for his act to be taken. Are you with me? Yes, sir. The center of the civilization of God's kingdom is the glory, is the ark. But he was willing for the ark to be carried away. Just because a set of people violated his patterns and principles. It is that serious. The ark was taken by the Philistines. The ark was still potent, just that God refused to be potent in the hands of the people that has violated his ways, his pattern. And that was why when Moses was building, he said, be careful. Make sure you build according to what pattern. Because the things that we see in the natural are supposed to be representations of the things held up in the spirit. Are you following me?